2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to What the Funcast, episode 120. I am screaming. I'm watching my Audacity. Literally, the waves are like whoosh. So be forewarned, Ahmed.
Waboosh? Okay.
They're like whoosh. Anyway,
nice.
Today is July 6th. Can you believe it's July already? We are over halfway through the year 2021. Vaccine summer is upon us.
It really is. It's been a good past few weeks, though. I'm living. I'm taking full advantage. I'm riding roller coasters. I'm watching fireworks. I'm eating hot dogs. Actually, no, I haven't eaten a hot dog yet, but maybe one day.
Hot dogs are so good. Hot dogs are like the unsung hero of the American food industry.
I wouldn't go that far, but I see where you
are. Think of all the American food you can think of. Think of cheeseburgers. Think of pasta salad, potato salad. They got hot dogs. I mean, hot dogs are just on another level. I mean, you got cherry, blue red.
Cherry? That's disgusting.
I was trying to make the Wildwood Polish water ice joke, but it just doesn't land. But think about it. You can put mustard, relish, like a hot dog with relish. Oh, I love relish. I can't even tell you.
So here's what happened. The plan on 4th of July was to go to Coney Island and have a hot dog. When I tell you that the line for Nathan's, they have like multiple locations in Coney Island. They kind of like are everywhere. Like everywhere you turn is Nathan's. Kind of like Starbucks, but Nathan's. Every single one of them lined for miles. Like the crowds were, the entire boardwalk was in line for Nathan's. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just have.
Didn't Nathan's start at Coney Island or something like that? Like the original Nathan's is there or something?
Yes. Yeah, it's the original one, and they do the hot dog eating contest. They did it actually that morning of 4th of July. I don't know who won.
Oh, really?
What's going on. But yeah, it is live hosted there. So yeah, it was insane. I was like, cool, I'll just not have a hot dog. We had cheesesteaks instead. It was great.
But cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks are so good.
Yes. But yeah, no, fireworks are good. How did you spend your 4th? Did you watch any fireworks anywhere?
No, I did not see even one firework, to be honest with you.
Not even American. Unbelievable. You hate to see it.
Yeah, we visited Ellie and Taylor and down in Maryland, and one of their dogs. They have 2 dogs. One of their dogs is deathly afraid of fireworks. So we pretty much spent time hugging her and trying to calm her down because she was freaking out.
Much like you could hear them, just not see them.
We heard a lot of fireworks, and there was at one point where it was like, I don't know, it literally sounded like bombs were going off, and I guess it was like the finale of whatever fireworks were playing nearby. But yeah, it was crazy. But I mean, we spent the weekend down there. We went down Friday, came back Monday morning or Monday afternoon, I guess. Went blueberry picking. That was a lot of fun.
Sorry, I looked behind me because the thunder is rumbling. It's like, wait,
no, that's fine. There? I'm like, I guess over at my mom's, like, I don't know, there's branches everywhere and all sorts of stuff. So I'm getting the whole rundown over text, which is why I was looking the other way too. Not to mention my phone did go off again, and it's like severe weather statement, but I had it on silent, so it didn't go burning, and freak out.
How does it go? He said burning. My leg
down. But so we went. I was saying we went blueberry picking at like the farm nearby, and they had black raspberries, which I was so perplexed by, just to realize that it tastes full ass like raspberries. Like,
they're not like blackberries. They're just actual black raspberries.
They're like black, but they looked like raspberries. So they taste like raspberries, but they were just black. Like they're a little bit, teeny tiny bit sweeter. They're a lot harder to pick though.
Interesting.
But it was fun. And then Taylor ended up making jam out of the blueberries and the black raspberries, mixed them together and like made jam out of them. Oof, it's delicious.
That sounds delicious.
Nice. But yeah, so I mean, we got Korean barbecue down there. They have like a bunch of Korean barbecue places there. So we got Korean barbecue, like where you actually make the food and everything. So that was fun. But yeah, so it was kind of a chill weekend, which was nice. And I don't know, like I'm back on that. Like I've seen Disney fireworks. I don't need to see booty ass fireworks. But
honestly, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Valid.
It's fine. But I could have gone for a hot dog. I did not have a hot dog. Oh, I had really good ice cream that had mochi in it, pieces of mochi. Oh, anyway, enough about that. All I did was go down there and eat, apparently.
Literally, yeah.
So
I mean, all we did was consume.
So you had a cheesesteak, but you didn't have a hot dog. So
I didn't have a hot dog.
Dishonor's brought on your cow.
That's okay. But I did ride a new roller coaster. They have a new roller coaster on there.
There is?
Yeah, it's like a little like family roller coaster, but it's by the same manufacturer that's done like all the Disney roller coasters, called Vekoma. and they have like a special place in my heart because Wildwood, New Jersey, the Jersey Shore. Those two roller coasters down there are also by the same manufacturer, and those are like my first big roller coasters. I was like, wow, I'm gonna ride an upside down roller coaster. So like, they also went like bankrupt at one point. So it's like their comeback story, like they're revamping, and I was like super shocked at how smooth and this roller coaster is because historically they're known for like being very painful and not smooth. So this is their comeback.
What was the name of it? What was the name of it again?
The Phoenix is the the manufacturer is Vekoma.
Vekoma. I'm like, I saw Carla said they was violin. I'm like, violin? No. So the ride was called the Phoenix. So was it good?
Yes. Yeah, it was. And it's a little like family ride, but it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Phoenix. I'm gonna look it up.
It was good.
Phoenix, Coney Island.
Phoenix, Coney Island.
And when did it open up?
Like literally 2 weeks ago. Like,
oh,
it's
that's cool.
Brand new.
Coney Island is a brand new roller coaster.
Mm-hmm. It's in Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park, not in
Ahmed,
Park.
you call this a family roller coaster?
It doesn't go upside down.
Okay,
it's just like
so
a little
family roller coaster.
Yeah, it's no more intense than like Expedition Everest or anything like that. Those are family roller coasters.
Yeah, it's a whole ass roller coaster though.
Yeah, but it's like short. It lasts for like 30 seconds.
60. Wait. Local elected officials and community leaders. This one comes from NewYork1.com. On hand to cut a ribbon and christen the new coaster, which is 68 feet tall with loops, dips, and turns.
There's no loops. That's family. A lie. There's no loops. It literally says Family Thrill roller coaster on the like advertising. Trust me. It's a cute
Hold on. Ahmed, you've been dethroned. Afterward, Kasim Pitts, who arrived 3 hours before the first ride was offered, finally got his chance. He gave the Phoenix an enthusiastic review. I'm at a loss for words because it's a really great ride, said Pitts, who likes to ride as many roller coasters as he can. You've been dethroned, Coaster Man.
I was never really the coaster man, for being honest. There's people that have ridden thousands, and I'm like, I think my coaster count's at like 150. I like went through and like counted at one point. There's like a website you can keep track. I have to actually add.
Coastercounter.com.
It's literally like coaster-count.com. I'm not kidding. Carla said I'm at 5. That's my face.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But anyways,
what
besides
else did you do?
Coney Island, back to my first concert since December 2019. Our show at Zed was our first concert back in, or last concert before COVID. So went back
right before New Year's.
Right before New Year's, went back to an actual concert. Saw Rez with your girl Carla and our friend Brad, and it was
it's your girl Carla.
It's your girl. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the one thing I don't miss is people that are like a chain link of like 20 people and like our friends up there, and it's like, no, you're not. All your friends are right here. There's 20 of you. Like, I promise. There's no space up there.
Are literally on wheels with you.
Like, some people would say like, excuse me, and you're like, oh, okay, fine. Now people just like shoving, and you're like, are you kidding? I am going to commit a crime right here on this dance floor. So did not miss that, but the show was good. And like the follow-up act that came on right after her was actually surprisingly pretty good too. So we stuck around for him. And it didn't rain. It was all good because it's like an outdoor venue. But it didn't rain.
Cool.
We were fully anticipating. Brad came in like hiking boots, and he looked like a clown.
Oh my god!
But it was a good time.
This man was prepared, and you called him a clown. Disgusting.
He was prepared, and he's like, "It better rain because I'm wearing these stupid boots," and it didn't rain at all. Not even a little.
Oh my god! Let the man live.
Well,
that's exciting,
truly. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was funny to watch like a lot of people's like Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, whatever, of like everyone's back like in the normal mode. Like people are back at clubs and people are fully, unmasked, like shoulder to shoulder, and I don't know.
It's weird because like I thought that I would have a more like emotional reaction to like finally going back after all this time, but it just felt normal. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But like I did see some people like walking in like when they first turned the corner to like actually see the stage and hear the music, and like this one girl was like kind of like tearing up. I was like, okay, yeah, this is nice because it was their first weekend that the venue was open at all, so it was like a big like comeback.
Oh, that's cool.
A bunch of stuff. So,
I saw on, I guess it was Facebook stories. I guess Blasterjaxx just played their first set in a year and a half. So it's definitely an emotional time for a lot of the DJs because you figure they've been on hiatus, not really hiatus, but they've been on forced hiatus, right? And I don't know. I'm sure it's been emotional for them because they've been going through the lockdown just like us, making new music or whatever, but still on lockdown. So.
Exactly. Yes. But no, it was almost surreal. I was like, wow, this is really happening, huh? We're all just dancing here without masks. chilling.
I know.
Um, but
Fearless.
nice to be
Fearless
vaccinated.
flyer.
Truly, I mean, hope
Yeah.
that Delta variant doesn't make an appearance, but we'll
If you
see.
manifest the
Anyways,
negative energy, it'll
I'm not
arrive. So
manifesting
keep
nothing.
manifesting the negative energy. See what happens.
Please.
You're gonna hear, and it's gonna be on your door.
It's gonna be knock knock. Who's there? It's Delta,
Yep.
not the airline.
Oh my
Anyways,
god.
speaking of actual video games and movies, though, I didn't do too much in that regard. I was out and about all weekend. I went to Chinatown yesterday for the first time and like actually sat down and ate. And I'm mad that I'm only just now figuring out how cheap everything is there. Like, I had a full like giant meal for $7. I had these like delicious buns that like I couldn't even finish because they were so heavy and big, and there was like $2 each. I was like, "Are you kidding?" Carla, please, not the goats.
Boats have returned.
Yes, but so in way video games, all I did really was play a little bit of Overwatch for the Ash event skin thing, which I think ended today. It's not even that good of a skin. I just wanted to get it just because I'm mad that I missed the other one. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this one this time. A little bit of Returnal, a little bit of Ratchet and Clank. One day I'll beat Returnal. That game is very. It's like, I don't know. It's addicting, but it's also very frustrating.
Yeah, I've watched you play it, and I think I've said it once before, maybe twice before, but that game is not for me.
If they ever patched it in like an easy mode, you better bet I'm gonna immediately switch and turn down the difficulty. Like, it's almost frustratingly hard, but it's fine. And then Loki, which, holy shit, I feel like we're finally like getting somewhere. I feel like the previous episode 3, it was okay. It was good. Like, I liked, meeting new characters and whatnot. Don't want to spoil things, but I felt like the writing was strange. But then episode 4, I was like, holy shit, like, this is wild. Did you, I'm assuming you're going to talk about it because you have a bunch of exclamation points, but did you make sure to catch the post-credit scene? Or mid-credit scene or whatever? Okay.
Yes, and if I didn't, Facebook and everywhere else would have reminded me very quickly. So
everyone would have been spoiled.
With all the memes, yeah. But no, yeah, I did watch Loki. I did catch the end credit scene. It was wild. We'll probably do the same thing that we've done with the other Marvel short form series, where we'll let it finish up and then we'll do a spoiler cast on the whole thing. So
yes,
it was, yeah, it's starting to get really good. I mean, I got a kick out of episode 3. I guess I go into the Marvel shows with a little bit of a different mentality, where it's like, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but it's like free quote unquote content in my head, because it's like TV shows are so new that we're so used to getting the movies that this is all like gravy, right? Like, I'm here for the Marvel movies, and anything extra is simply that, it's extra, right? Like WandaVision, take it for what it is. It's extra content. It's almost as if, like we're getting a series of short films. And same thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
They're longer than movies.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, it's like all extra content, because a lot of it's fluff, right? I mean, look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, a lot of that is like you're building up these characters and you don't really go anywhere with some of them, and you go places with others.
It's just like it's transitional. It's a lot of the transitional.
They're still
stuff.
finding their footing. Yeah, they're still finding their footing, I think. So I think Loki, like, even watching the intro to Loki, the intro is just so weird. Like, it just doesn't feel like Loki. Like, just the intro, like the animated logo. I don't know. I take attention to detail on some of this weird stuff, but like, it just doesn't seem right. And even like the opening theme is like more mysterious than I would, like if I were writing the theme for Loki, the TV show, it'd be a little bit different. But I don't know. It's a very interesting show. But I've liked all 3 episodes, and I really like this 4th episode, obviously. Yeah. And then, yeah, that was the 4th episode. And then 5 is tomorrow, and then 6 is next week, and then it's over.
Yep. It's only 6 episodes.
Which is pretty crazy. So the 6-episode thing is wild. We'll see how that goes. So so Loki was great. Really enjoy it. Obviously, I think like IGN gave it like a 6 or a 7 and like ragged on it a whole bunch. And I was
episode
like, okay.
4?
For episode 4, yeah. I was
really?
like, whatever.
I don't know. I thought the writing specifically in episode 3 was weird. It was just like, I don't know. It felt like the way they were talking to each other. I'm like, this doesn't feel natural. This feels weird. But then like, it was fine in episode 4 again. And it was fine in episode 1 and 2. I don't know why I thought it was strange. And I remember like mentioning it on stream when I was playing like Ratchet and Clank or something. And like Carla and Rita and I think Emma was also there. Who was like, yeah, I thought that too. And I was like, okay. Just making sure I wasn't going crazy. I don't know. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't feel natural.
The writing, strange. You're saying?
Yeah, like just the dialogue, the way they were like talking to each other. I'm like, this feels strange.
Yeah, some of it feels a little bit forced, or like, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it was just like a little bit awkward. Like I kept waiting for Loki to like say a certain thing or ask a specific question, and he just wouldn't. And I'm like, "Are you dumb? Like,
Well,
what are you doing?"
I think so. Well, and I don't want to get too much into this. I think this is good spoiler cast content once this is over. But I think that Loki, you're seeing a different side of Loki, where we've seen him as a villain, we've seen him in all these different capacities, but now for the first time, we're kind of seeing him in like a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a part in it, but I could be wrong.
Possibly.
But that's my 2 cents on it. So
yeah.
IGN gave episode 4 a 5 out of 10.
Holy shit. I don't trust IGN movie and TV reviews. I only trust them for games.
Yeah.
I almost never agree with any of their movie reviews. I'm always like, do you have eyes? You all good? Right. Whoever they hire for their editorial like movie TV stuff is, I don't know.
Well, I'm curious to see like what they gave episode 3 and like 2 and 1. But anyway, episode 3 got a 7. Like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, IGN can't be trusted for anything but
just
video games. So
yes.
No, Carla, that wasn't you. That was Ahmed was glitching a little bit too. It was probably you because you started stuttering on my side too. That's okay though. We still love you.
My bad.
Carla said, "I want to skin myself when I look at the logo," and she's not wrong.
I don't think it's that bad. It is. It looks weird, but I don't think it's like skin myself bad.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. For games, for me, I think so. It's funny you're saying Overwatch. Like, I feel like time isn't real anymore. I think I did play enough Overwatch to get the skin as well.
Yeah, because the event was like over 2 weeks, so you got time.
Oh, I definitely did then. I definitely got it then. Okay.
Yeah,
I definitely got it. I really didn't play much. I brought my Switch down to Ellie and Taylor's with me, and then I didn't play anything. No, I didn't play anything. I actually booted up xCloud a couple times and messed around with that a little bit more, which like it runs really well now, which is actually really impressive. But no, I didn't play anything like seriously. So I'll be traveling again in the next week, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some time in with like Mario Golf and some of the other games. But I did pull rare Pokemon cards. That was the highlight of the week.
Oh yeah, that was wild. You really said, "Let me pull the 2 rarest cards really quick."
Yeah, back to back. I was like randomly opening cards, and that was what, right after the stream last week. I was like, "Oh, I'll open up some Pokemon cards," and then I got these. I put the cards in like these little holders, like I put the Charizard in. But anyway, I pulled this one card from Chilling Reign, which is the rarest card, and then Thursday night. Yeah, it was Thursday night, I think.
Yes.
I opened up a box that I got, and I pulled the Rainbow Pikachu. And I put him in a little thing like this till camera's freaking out.
No way, it's like, that's not a face. I gotta blur it. Bye.
Yeah, I'll put it up here. But yeah, so I got this Rainbow Pikachu. And then what Nuge forgot to mention is that he pulled one too.
Wait, did he really? When did he forget to mention that?
He mentioned it to me over Twitter. Nuge, sorry, I just outed you. Outed you to the public. But yeah, and so now I've got my Charizard and my Rainbow Pikachu and this Blaziken. All in these fancy little protectors, but anyway, so yeah, that was
casual,
that was wild.
Like $2,000 in your hands, real quick. No problem.
Not really, but okay. Maybe like 8,000, but
8,000. Oh, I thought you said 8,000. I was like, wait, what?
12,000. But I don't know. Like the values have gone all over the place because like some of the sets are like dropping in price, so then obviously the cards drop in price. So we'll see. We'll see where it all balances. I'm gonna hold on to them for 30 years and then buy a car with them or something. I don't know. Or buy nothing with them. Yeah, best investment. There's like a Poke Investors subreddit where they actually do that.
I thought you were gonna say there's like Pokecoin or some shit, some cryptocurrency.
It is. There's a Charizard coin.
Oh no, I was kidding.
Yeah, no, it does exist. It's one of those like weird altcoins that you have to like, I don't know, stand on one foot and I don't know, rip a dollar bill in half and like pray to God that it'll turn into a Pokecoin or whatever. I don't know. It's one of those things you have to convert like 3 different coins into.
Yes, it's like it's only available on some random exchange, like only in, I don't know, like Beijing or some shit. I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. Crazy.
Crazy. But anyway, yeah. So that's all that I did. So let's jump into the news. We got some banger topics today, including the Switch Not Pro finally being unveiled. But we'll get there soon. We're about to move into the hot news and the entertainment side of the house. Why don't you take this first one? Because I've never in my life seen Venom.
Sounds good. So Venom 2, aka Venom Let There Be Carnage, which is the official title for the sequel to the 2018 Venom, will star obviously Tom Hardy once again in the role of Eddie Brock. But apparently, leading up to the sequel, Hardy spent months brainstorming story ideas, and this film will give Hardy his first ever feature film writing credit. So it'll literally be like story by Tom Hardy. So that's super exciting for him. So to quote here, it says, "This is new for him to get the credit, but it's not new for him to be this involved." Venom and Venom 2 screenplay writer Kelly Marcel told Empire Online. He's 100% absolutely committed to everything that he does. Empire reports that Marcel and Hardy's working relationship goes back nearly 20 years. Marcel says he's never been the type of person to just grab a pen and start writing. She said that the two of them spent months breaking the story together on FaceTime, riffing on ideas, seeing what worked and seeing what didn't. So that's super exciting for him. I'm really hyped for this movie. Because I don't know. I know the first one didn't do critically well, but I loved it. I think it's a great movie, and it's absolutely worth a watch. And Tom Hardy's great in general, so I'm happy to see that he cares this much about the character, and it's not just like another gig for him, and wants to see it, be successful. So that made
Tom Hardy also played Bane, right?
Yes, he played Bane. He was in Inception. He's done a bunch of other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Mad Max, Peaky Blinders,
Mad Max, yes.
He's been in a lot of things. Taboo, The Revenant, Inception.
He was in The Revenant?
Capone, Dunkirk.
Wait, he wasn't Dunkirk for a minute, huh?
Suicide Squad. Interesting. The next Mad Max movie comes out in 2023.
There's another Max. I didn't even know that. Wait.
It says Mad Max The Wasteland. It says Untitled Mad Max Project, but then it says Mad Max The Wasteland.
Interesting. So, I didn't know that there was a new Mad Max movie coming out.
So this is interesting. I haven't seen Venom, so it's on my ever-growing list that lives inside my head.
Yes.
But yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it's cool when one of the characters like this, one of the actors, I should say, has a part in where the character gets to go.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. He's very involved with the writing of that character and making sure, I don't know, when you act as the character, I think you know the character better than anyone else. So it helps to have that kind of input.
Yeah, and you have to put that character in a realistic situation. It can't be I don't know, Venom goes to tell a Christmas story, right? It has to be something realistic.
It could be.
It could be if Tom Hardy thinks so. But yeah, it's exciting. But what's even more exciting is Black Widow comes out this Friday.
Ooh, yeah.
And then Monsters at Work comes out tomorrow, which I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot about.
Same.
And then I was watching The Bachelorette on Monday, quality trash TV, and they had a Monsters at Work commercial literally 4 times. And granted, it's ABC, Disney owns ABC, blah blah blah. But there was a Monsters at Work commercial probably 3 or 4 times during the whole show.
Yeah, I completely forgot that it was coming out, but I'm excited for it.
I completely forgot. Yes. I am as well. And then, of course, like we said, Loki episode 5 comes out tomorrow. And I did not get a chance to watch High School Musical this week, so I'll probably do that right after we finish recording here.
I still have to watch
there we go. Another dark sky warning, severe thunderstorm warning. I really hope that these storms aren't that bad tonight. I'm not trying to lose power. Thanks, though.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Yes, fingers crossed. All right, so this next one is going to be you as well. All right, let's move to the hot news for gaming. Ahmed loves horror games, and thus, Ahmed, give us the good news about Bloober Team.
What did you call it? He said Bloober Team and Konami are teaming up. We don't know for sure if this is still kind of a rumor. We know for sure that they're teaming up, but we don't know for sure for what. But let's get into it. This one comes from VGC, Video Game Chronicle, I think is what that stands for. To quote here, the new partnership between the Silent Hill publisher and the Medium developer will include jointly developed selected contents and exchanging know-how, according to a statement released by Bloober Team. In a separate press release, Konami said it's excited to work with Bloober Team and other highly regarded development partners to produce games from existing and new IPs. According to people with knowledge of Bloober's plans, one of the projects that the team is working on is Silent Hill related. Bloober Team CEO, Bloober Team CEO Piotr Babieno? Piotr? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Peter. Comments on the deal, "It is a historic day for me and the culmination of years of our work. The fact that such a renowned company as Konami has decided to strategically cooperate with the Bloober Team means that we have also joined the world leaders in gaming and become an equal partner for the leading players in this market. Bloober Team said in February that it was actually working on an existing horror IP from a very famous game publisher, fueling speculation that it could be Silent Hill. And while the studio did not reveal the identity of the franchise it was working on, the CEO did tell GI.biz that he believed it could cause quite a stir once it's revealed. So, all signs basically are pointing to Silent Hill. Will it actually come to fruition? Who knows? But regardless, this is obviously super, super exciting. Silent Hill kind of has a cult following, and I don't think it's had a new release in a very long time. If I'm remembering kind of correctly.
Have you played any of the Silent Hill games like through?
I played the one on Wii. I forgot which one
was that was. Silent Hill Homecoming? Like I
Homecoming? Spider-Man Homecoming? I just remember there was like pink bodies in the fog.
It's called Silent Hill Homecoming.
Is it actually
in the streets? No, it's not. That's
Shattered Memories.
Shattered Memories. Yes. Silent Hill Homecoming's on PS3. Yeah, PS3 and Xbox 360.
The Wii one's the only one that I played, and it was fairly well received. I enjoyed it. But obviously, yeah, there haven't been any. Let me see when the last Silent Hill game was released.
I think Shattered Memories is like worth a lot of money now.
Really? Yeah, the last mainline game was released in 2012. It was Silent Hill Downpour. For PS3 and Xbox 360, and that was pretty much it. There's been like other random spin-offs, but also the last spin-off was also in 2012, and it was a PlayStation Vita entry.
Yeah.
And then I guess PT was kind of supposed to be maybe Silent Hill-ish, but then like that was scrapped, and then that was it.
Well, because I think that was a Kojima thing, right? And Kojima and then Kojima Konami left. Split.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So this would be a huge kind of revival for a very, very popular series. I mean, every Comic-Con we're still seeing people dressed as like the Silent Hill nurses and Pyramid Head and whatnot. So I was dressed as a Silent Hill nurse, courtesy of Carla, for Halloween 2 years ago.
Yes, you were. I remember that.
Yes. So this would be awesome because Bloober is
Silent Hill.
Really good.
Silent Hill Shattered Memories is a rare game, so a copy on Wii is like $80 now, which is pretty wild. Yes.
No longer own it.
Bloober.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. It's okay. Bloober Team, you played that game that they made, right?
Blair Witch is what they made. They also made
the newer one, the one with the up medium and the down.
Yeah,
that one.
I'm still waiting to get a new graphics card to really play that game because my computer struggles when it tries to play it. It's way too advanced. But they've done other games too, and I forgot what it is.
Holy shit! This Thunder, man.
Yeah, I think Blair Witch and the Medium are their two biggest new runs. I don't know what else.
Yeah, the Medium is the newer of the two.
Yeah, but yeah, super exciting regardless. So,
yes, it is very exciting. It's not for me necessarily, but for those that are excited about it, congratulations. Yes. We're almost there.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, we will see. Apparently, there is not to steal the thunder, I guess, of the next article, or the next couple articles, but I guess there's rumor around an Xbox announcement this week, and I forget who confirmed it. I have to look it up, but I'll have to look and see. Someone, it may have been Jeff Grubb again, but someone, I gotta look. Someone said something. I saw it on my Twitter feed. It was like Xbox making a big announcement this week, and I'm like, who?
What other announcements do they possibly make?
So there's rumor right now that they are going to. There's rumor that they're going to announce a project with Kojima. That's been the latest rumor, which once again does nothing for me.
I remember seeing a few things about that, but I wasn't sure how real it was.
Yeah, it's like been heavily rumored for a while. So Jeff Grubb is usually the one that spoils this stuff. And what does he say?
Oh, sorry. The other games that Bloober Team had done were the Layers of Fear games, which is kind of, I think those like their first foray into horror games, and they're kind of like cult-ish classics. Like they're popular on Steam and they're always on sale. I wouldn't say, maybe it's not a classic yet. These came out in like 2016, but they're kind of like one of those silly horror games. Everyone's like, ooh, Layers of Fear. And I don't know, I tried it and I was like, this is stupid. But Blair Witch was great. So I trust in them now. They've learned.
Yeah, I have to look. I don't know where the rumor came from or whatever, because a lot of today's news is surrounded by Nintendo. So yes. I will look, but there was rumor of it, and there was a link that was posted in one of the other groups that I'm in, and I can't find it. So that's that.
Who
So, but
knows?
you know who else has news this week?
Sony, finally.
PlayStation.
Ah, yes. Sony e PlayStation.
There is, in fact, a state of play coming this Thursday with new Deathloop gameplay and lots of updates on indies and exciting third party games. So that's happening Thursday, July 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, so no God of War, no Horizon.
Yeah, they literally, that was the tweet that they responded to. The showcase will not include updates on the next God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, or the next generation of PSVR. So
They said, don't even think about getting your hopes up. That's like
don't even think about it. Literally.
Nintendo always does this shit. They're like, no hardware. Enough. Stop asking us. And everyone's like, okay. I think they've learned their lesson.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, this will be cool. State of plays. There hasn't been like a bombshell state of play in a while. So not that I think this is going to be one. I don't think this will be one, but we'll see what happens. So.
Oh, Carlo, are we lagging again? Spectrum Gang? Oh, I see the bit rate is struggling.
Uh-oh. Spectrum Gang?
It says that we're good. The performance says your stream quality is good. But we're at 12% drop frames. I don't know. The rain is coming down too hard, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
Stop the rain? don't blame the rain. Yeah, so I don't know. It's exciting, good stuff. We'll see what happens. Deathloop looks good. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I'm excited for Deathloop.
I want to know where the hell Horizon Forbidden West is coming. Like, when is it coming out? When is Halo Infinite coming out? These are the questions that I'm asking. I'm not getting answers to.
These are the questions that no one wants to answer me about. Speaking of things that no one wants to spend money on, although I would probably consider doing this upgrade. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is releasing for this game is now 2 years old.
Yes.
Right? And
I think so. I'll look it up.
I'm pretty sure it came out summer of 2019.
Ghost of Tsushima.
And it is a full $70 for the Director's Cut, which has no additional new content. It's just all the DLC included. It's like the deluxe edition that just includes the DLC. So it's a full $70, which is insane. But if you already own so it's coming out for PS4 and PS5, the Director's Cut. If you own the PS4 Director's Cut, you can upgrade to the PS5 one for $10. If you own the PS4 regular copy, you can upgrade to the Director's Cut on PS4 for $20. If you own the PS4 regular copy and want to upgrade to the Director's Cut on PS5, it's $30. I purchased this game for $40. I still haven't played it yet. I played it like an hour of it, and
you should have never bought it.
Now I'm considering do I just buy? Well, if I use the $30 upgrade, then it's exactly the same as if I just bought the $70 Director's Cut outright. So
that's true. That's true. So this game came out in 11 days. It will be 1 year old.
Wait, why does it feel like it was 2 years?
Yeah, I thought that sounded like a long time. It came out July 17th, 2020.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make me feel as bad then for paying like a full price for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, so here's the thing. I think that if you give it a little bit of time, it's going to drop. Like, I could see this being like a $50 on PSN for the full Director's Cut on PS5.
But the upgrade is never going to drop in price, I don't think. Or maybe it will. I don't know.
Just sell your PS4 copy.
I'm just going to...
Just wait.
I'm just going to wait until...
Oh, wait. You got it digitally, right?
Yep.
Oh.
I can't sell nothing.
Right, can't sell anything. Sell your whole PS5 with the game on it.
Oh no. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hold off on upgrading anything until I actually know I'm gonna sit down and play it. And
yes, you should play it on PS4 first. Like that was like when I was like, oh, I should buy Final Fantasy VII Remake, like the PS5 edition. I'm like, I don't even know if I have the patience to play Final Fantasy VII the free edition.
Well, no. If I know that I'm like the next few weeks I'm just gonna play Ghost of Tsushima, like I'm gonna get into it, then I'll purchase it. But other than that, like, no, there's no reason to buy this right now, upgrade right now. I know I'm not going to play this game. It's not a summertime game. Summer, I'm like going out too many places to sit there and play an RPG that's like 60 hours long. I can't. It's just not going to happen. I'll play anything else. Not this.
Okay, Ahmed, whatever you say.
Come winter, then we'll see.
Oh, God.
Maybe it'll be on sale
then. Hold on. How's Red Dead Redemption 2 going?
Enough. Next. Next.
Oh my God. Let's move into the Xbox news for the week. Not much. Coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. This is funny. I was going to crack a joke on this one. Your computer can't run the medium, but maybe your phone can because it's coming to cloud.
Stop. My computer can do the cloud gaming too. Maybe maybe that's the way to do it.
That's how you're going to play it. Coming to cloud, the medium. Dragon Quest Builders 2 also coming to the cloud. UFC 4 is coming to console. Bloodroots is coming to cloud, console, and PC. Tropico 6 is coming to cloud, console, and PC. And Farming Simulator 19. Yes, Farming Simulator 2019 is coming to cloud, console, and PC.
Are you sure it's 2019 and not just like the 19th one in the series?
I'm pretty sure
it's a legitimate question.
I think it's 2019.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's 2018.
Does farming technology like really advance that much year after year that they have to release yearly editions of this?
Let me look if there's like Farming Simulator 21.
I don't know what's worse, if there's like there are 19 games in the series, or if this is a yearly thing like NBA 2K19, Farming Simulator 19.
I guess they upgrade the equipment every year. I don't know. Farming Simulator 22 is available for pre-order at Best Buy.
Like, what do they change between each game? I don't get it.
11, 22, 21 it comes out. Let's read the overview. This one comes from BestBuy.com. Take on the role of a modern farmer and creatively build your farm in 3 diverse American and European environments. Farming Simulator 22 offers a huge variety of farming operations focusing on agriculture, animal husbandry, and forestry. Now with the exciting addition of seasonal cycles. More than 400 machines and tools from over 100 real agricultural brands like John Deere, Kloss, Case IH, and many more. New machine categories and crops will add new gameplay mechanics to the experience. Run your farm cooperatively in multiplayer mode and extend game by a multitude of free community-created modifications.
Sorry, I'm on the Farming Simulator website, and it's talking about how the ground is gonna look much more realistic and natural in Farming Simulator 22. There's like
Farming Simulator 22 is rated E for everyone.
All these comparisons about how the ground is gonna look better, and it's like, look at this dirt. Now look at it. Anyway,
with the power of the solid-state drive and ray tracing, you can see the dirt particles.
I'm just gonna drop this article in the chat for y'all. Want to observe the dirt changes.
A couple other things. I don't know if we covered these. The Doom Eternal Series X and S upgrade is now available. I literally got another severe weather statement. Is everyone okay?
It's just
like,
never
what
ending.
is? All right, here.
I'm gonna
severe
look at
weather statement.
The radar.
Effective 8:29 to 9:15, and then they extended it from 8:37 to 9:30, and then they extended it.
I mean,
from 1:30 p.m. to 10 p.m.
I'm looking at the radar, and there's like an entire just like mass of red blob on top of you.
It's over you now. No, it's over you now.
No. As of 8:50, it's over you directly. It's over
60
Somerville.
mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. We saw the hail. That did happen.
Yeah, there's just lightning strikes everywhere, and I keep getting notifications like lightning strike 1 mile away, and it's like, I get it, I know.
1 inch wide hail.
It's thundering. I won't go outside. I promise. I went out during the lull. It was good. Got my dinner. Got my groceries.
Yeah, we literally ran to the UPS store to drop off Amazon returns, and like we were driving home. We were like 2 minutes from home, and then the rain started, and we got soaked. Yeah, it literally dropped. I'm like, you ass. Some other stuff from the Xbox Game Pass article here. Greedfall Xbox Series X and S update is now available. The Grounded Sherman Doom update is now available. We've talked about some of this stuff already, so I'm not going to go through this. One thing to note, Space Jam: A New Legacy, the game, is available now 2 weeks early on Xbox Game Pass as a perk. That is available starting July 1st, which is 5 days ago at this point. So,
I didn't even see that when I opened the Xbox app earlier.
Yeah, that'll be available to the masses starting July 15th.
The fucking... Who did that? Oh, Rita. It scared the hell out of me. It's like, what's going on?
All right, let's get into the hot, juicy Nintendo news. The news you've all been waiting for. It's finally here. And Ahmed's got some hot takes. I can feel it in my bones. But Nintendo has finally announced the new Switch model. I didn't even give like a proper like farewell to the Xbox news. Thank you, Game Pass, for continuing to be the best deal in gaming.
It's moving on to Nintendo the entire time.
Switch. Yeah, it's true. So Nintendo has officially announced the Nintendo Switch OLED model. And it's releasing October 8th. What does that mean? Well, that means that for $50 more, so for $350, you can get the new upgraded model that has a 7-inch OLED screen, increased speakers, a Surface-like kickstand. I'm like, fold? No. A Surface like kickstand that actually folds out and has different angles that you can lay it down on. And then it's also got, what am I missing? A new dock that doesn't do anything except add a LAN port. In case you're one of those people that wants to make sure that you have zero lag.
While you're playing Overwatch on Switch.
In 120p.
Literally.
And then what's the other thing? The OLED screen? The speakers?
Screen?
Oh, 64 gig of internal memory instead of 32. I'm doing this all from memory when there's an article clearly right here.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, it looks nice. It's available October 8th. Comes with either a set of white Joy-Cons or a set of red and blue Joy-Cons like the original Switch did. And yeah, it's $350, so $50 more than the regular Switch. Same exact processor, same exact video graphics capability, no 4K. So it's interesting. We were looking this morning at some of the leakers from like May when we thought that Switch Pro was going to be announced, and they literally said exactly what this is, but they also said like a 4K dock. And sure enough, it was like spot on with the exception of the 4K dock. There is no 4K dock on this. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts, Ahmed? Hit me with them.
Hit them with me? Wait. Hit me with them. That's right. I mean, it's not super exciting for me, at least. It's nice. It's a nice addition to the lineup, I guess. Like, for people that are new in the market and want something a little bit nicer. I rarely, if ever, play my Switch undocked, so this does nothing for me because there's no change. Like, I'm sure the screen looks nice, but I don't know. It's okay. It does nothing for me. Like, the dock looks nicer. I like the white colorway, and I like the dock how it's like rounded and whatever. I mean, but the LAN port, like, just the aesthetic of it. The LAN port is completely unnecessary to me. My Wi-Fi is plenty fast. But yeah, like, the screen is bigger. That's fine. I rarely ever play my Switch in handheld mode. That's like another reason why I never got the Switch Lite.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess if you're brand new to buying a Switch, like, that would be the version to get, obviously. But if you already own the original Switch or a Switch Lite even, and you never play on TV or you already have the OG Switch, I don't see a reason to fork over another $350 for just a slightly bigger screen with no other additional capability. So I don't know. You said that you were gonna, like, when it first announced, you're like, I'm buying it. I was like, why? Wait.
I say these things, but like, realistically, I will buy it, but I'll probably sell off my current Switch because I did buy a Switch Lite, and like, I almost play exclusively in handheld. Obviously, I stream more now than I did, we'll say, this time last year. But I play, like, my Switch is next to my bed, and I literally will go lay down, pick it up, and play Tetris or whatever. And I've been worse about it lately because I usually lay in bed now and just instantly fall asleep. But I used to pick it up and like play a little bit on my Switch or whatever. And yeah, I have it in like the little the grip, the Satisfy grip, and it's like, I love the Satisfy grip. I love taking it portably everywhere. I just really like it in portable mode, or in handheld mode, excuse me. And that's just what I play it mostly in. Now streaming more, like, I switched over to the regular Switch that I had my old regular Switch because I actually never got rid of my original Switch because I had a fear that I was gonna like want to break away from the light and like go back to playing on the TV, because like
the darkness.
Even playing Pokemon Snap or even going back to playing like Animal Crossing for the first time, like on the screen, like, it's nice to have that option. So
yeah,
I will say, despite the Switch Lite being one of the better form factors that I've played in, the smaller screen and the lack of the ability to play on the TV definitely hampers that experience. The D-pad on the Switch Lite is amazing. I think it's probably one of the best D-pads that I've played with. And whatever, but yeah. So like, so for something like this, if I can trade in my Switch, or if I can sell it off and recoup the majority of the cost, and make a minor financial sacrifice to upgrade to the OLED model, I'll probably do that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am definitely upset that there's no 4K upscaling, at least, where it's not even like hey, we put a 4K upscaler in the dock so that games that can take advantage of it will. And the fact that that's not even there, just very Nintendo-y. It's just very Nintendo-y. Like,
this feels like
just
a bump from like the 3DS to 3DS XL, as opposed to 3DS to new 3DS.
Well,
It's a
you know
very
what's
minor
funny?
thing.
The 3DS, the 3DS XL, the 3DS XL used the same screens. Like they didn't even use higher resolution screens.
Oh, it's
It was
just
the
bigger.
same screens with a stretched out image. So this is like a minor step up from that.
Okay, well that's better. That's good. I didn't
But
realize it was the
yeah,
same resolution.
like these
Oh
are like
no.
quality of life improvements, like the bigger screen, like the 7-inch screen. Obviously the bezel is like disgustingly large on the Switch. The
Yeah.
Joy-Cons are exactly the same, which is a smart move by Nintendo because there's a lot of people that collect Joy-Cons out there or whatever. You've got the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons coming out. You don't want people to buy them and be like, "Oh, well, I'm buying old Joy-Cons or whatever."
Yeah.
The adjustable stand, the new stand, that's fine. I mean, that doesn't do anything new, right? I mean, it's just a stand.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
the stand of the original Switch is hot garbage, if we're
Garbage.
being
Yeah, it
honest.
is
But so
absolute
stand,
garbage.
yeah, but this stand is a worthy improvement, especially like on planes. I don't know if you ever tried to play your Switch on a plane. That stand
Yep,
is
falls
not
right
the right
over.
angle, and it
No,
falls immediately over. It's terrible.
that's why I
Uh,
like the Satisfy grip because it has like legs on the back, so you could stand it up on a table.
oh, nice. Okay.
Um, and yeah, it's super nice. You should definitely get one of them. But it's like it's just super nice to play in handheld. The
Yeah.
LAN port just baffles me because like who's asking for this? Like what service did they run where people are like, listen, Nintendo, if you put a LAN port in a Switch dock, I'll buy it. Like,
Like
who the hell cares?
no one
I
needs a
mean,
LAN port. Fix your
now,
stupid like friend code online playing system, and then people
right.
who maybe use a LAN port.
Right, and
Oh,
someone said like in the trailer, in the reveal trailer for the Switch OLED model, they actually like showed someone playing Splatoon 3 online, and then
I
I
saw
gotta look at
that.
the trailer, and then
I saw that
using
specific tweet
the
too.
yeah, and using the app or whatever to do voice chat, like which is ridiculous.
Like,
So
you
I
really
don't
expect
know.
people? I used that one time, and I was like, this is probably the worst way to communicate. Like, I'd rather just, if we're gonna do all this, why not just like call you or just do a Discord call or
Right,
something? Like, why am I jumping through all these hoops?
right.
It's so silly.
And
It's so
one of the
silly.
things that's really interesting is that the Switch is coming out on the same day as Metroid. So I
Yes,
thought that was kind of interesting. I'm scrolling through trying to find if they actually used that
I believe they
thing
did.
or not.
They definitely used Metroid Dread footage in the trailer.
No. If they used the mobile app,
Oh, in the
it's like someone
trailer.
had said that they had used the mobile app. I
I
do
saw
like the
that
little
tweet too.
cutout that they have for the wires. I think that's oh yeah, they do. Anyway, they have the phone on the table with the mobile app, like talking to their friends or whatever. So
So,
dumb.
like, y'all really think people like what market research are you doing? People are
I
like,
don't
yes,
know.
this is great. What
I
focus
don't know.
group said that this was the way to go? I would like to
Yeah,
have words with them.
literally. So I mean, look, I don't know what to think anymore. It's like I figured the Switch Pro was too good to be true. It was very non-Nintendo, so this feels very on par for Nintendo, where it's like, hey, we put an OLED screen and whatever, and it's a more expensive model. I don't know, whatever. Okay. Someone pointed out that the Vita had an OLED screen as well in the first iteration of it, and
Yes.
obviously that was I think a much smaller screen, but it had OLED and everybody ragged on it. And they were like, oh, no, who needs OLED and whatever. And now
No,
here we
no.
are. So,
I mean, OLED screens are super nice. Like most, if not all, of smartphone, like modern smartphones have OLED screens. So it'll be very on par with that experience. Like you'll know what to expect. It's very like vibrant and
yeah.
high contrast and whatnot. But um, yeah, I don't know why people rag. Maybe because it just made the Vita expensive. But I guess OLED screens are now getting a little bit cheaper. But yeah, no, I don't know. I wonder what this means for then the successor to the Switch. Like, is there a successor to the Switch next year or in 2 years? Like, how long does this prolong the Switch's life cycle at this point? Because the Switch is not getting any younger. It's 5 years old now, over 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it's aging and
I'll tell you what,
struggling a little bit.
people that like just got a Switch for Christmas or whatever, or just bought a Switch like a couple months ago, they are like probably stoked right now because it literally has no better processing power than the regular Switch. So their Switch life cycle just got prolonged even more, right?
Exactly.
And the fact that Nintendo isn't even like, hey, we're gonna cut the price of the regular big Switch like by $20 or whatever. It wasn't even that. It was like, look, here's a new family of consoles: Switch Lite 200, regular Switch 300, Switch OLED 350.
Is the Switch Lite
And
200? I thought it was 250.
no, it's 200.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's right. 199. Yeah.
Like the Switch Lite, for people that don't want to like plug into a TV and just want a handheld, the Switch Lite's a fantastic deal. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get refurbished Switch Lites for 170 right through Nintendo, and Nintendo's refurbished systems are like they
Yeah.
are really really nice systems. I mean, the Switch Lite's a great deal if that's what you're going after. So yeah,
Yes.
I think that this does prolong the Switch's life cycle. And there were comments that were made by some of the executives at Nintendo that like the Switch is redefining what a life cycle is. And like, and I hear all that, but it would be a lot nicer if some of the games could have some sort of visual and graphical parity to at least like the Xbox One and PS3. Like at least, or excuse me,
PS3.
Xbox One and PS4.
I was like, wait.
Sorry. But even Xbox 360 and PS3, I don't know if the graphics are on par. I mean, they're probably close to it, but I get, yeah, they're probably close to it actually. But I
Yeah.
just, yeah, it's some of the stuff like we've talked about Overwatch on Switch. It's just a nightmare. I mean, it's not
Yes.
good. I mean, I say it's a nightmare, but then again, I can play it. Like you can play it. It's not unplayable, but when you compare
It's
side by
not
side, it's
ideal.
like a Series X to a Switch, but you know, it's definitely
Especially with
a very different experience.
the Xbox One or Series S. Series S is, correct if I'm wrong, $299, is it not? So like
Yeah,
it's hard to, I mean, I understand they're very different systems, and this is like literally, it's basically a mobile system that can be docked. It's not a home console. I wouldn't call the Switch a home console. It's a mobile system that can be docked. But I don't know. It's very, I don't know. I just want
it
things in
is what it
4K
is.
eventually
Yeah,
one day.
it'll. I think at this point they're gonna wait till the Switch successor to do a 4K iteration, or
Yeah.
like what a wasted effort would look like is something like the new 3DS line where they did so like you look at the 3DS line, they came out the original 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS XL and new 3DS at the same time, which had a little bit better processing power and stuff like that, booted up
Yeah.
games faster, had very select games that actually took advantage of the new 3DS
Yeah, but they were exclusive
capabilities.
to the new one. They couldn't be played on the
Correct.
original, and that's where
Right. So
that was
all
weird.
yeah, and the only games that took advantage of that, I think, are Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. I'm looking over at my shelf.
Wasn't there like a Fire
Uh,
Emblem game that also took advantage of it, or am I
Fire
hallucinating?
Emblem, yeah, no, Fire Emblem Warriors,
Mm.
and then a couple other like third-party games. I think that there wasn't any other regular Nintendo published games, but
Yeah.
yeah, so like that was it, and yeah, I mean it was interesting, and like if they did that and it was like these games support 4K or whatever, I don't know how that's gonna work. Like I almost feel like they need to be like, here's the Switch 2, it does 4K, it plays all your old Switch games, you know, have at it.
Yeah.
Like I
I
don't
was gonna
know,
say,
I
when
think
has
that
Nintendo ever released a sequel to a console like that? But then I forgot the Wii U existed. It's like they're
right,
gonna do like a
well,
Switch
right,
2. Well, it's like, oh,
right,
GameCube 2 is coming out, and it was never that. But yeah, Wii U
right,
2.
and this would have to be like well, and that's where I think like would it be the Super Switch of like is it I can't imagine a world where Nintendo has like it works on the Super Switch in 4K and then also works on the old. That's just not that's just not how they do things. It's
Yeah.
like they're very generational. Where it's
Yes.
like okay, this is the new Nintendo Switch. It replaces the original Nintendo Switch. It still plays your Switch games, but games are now exclusive to the new Nintendo Switch or whatever that looks like. So
Yes. But yeah, I can't imagine that they're gonna move away from this form factor, like the hybrid form factor. I think it's way too
no, it's way
successful,
too popular.
and
All they
they
need
have
is one
no
more gimmick.
competitor. There's no
Right,
competitor in the space for with this
right.
specific form factor, so it would be stupid of them to change that.
They need like one good gimmick. Like I joked about it, I think during our E3 podcast, but like bring Wii Sports Club, which was the Wii U like remaster of Wii Sports, bring that to Switch and watch the soccer moms go out and buy this thing in droves. Like it's
Yep.
just more than they already are. So I say the soccer moms because I don't know, I feel like
That's
there's a
the
lot
audience
of
for Wii Sports.
it's yeah, I feel like everyone like every kid in the world had a Wii for Wii Sports, and I think it
Yes.
just tapped a lot of like their blue ocean strategy of like getting everybody to game. That's
Mm.
your game to bring people in.
Yeah.
So either way, it's interesting. It's disappointing, but it's interesting. New hardware is always exciting. I'd imagine pre-orders are going to go up tonight. I think Best Buy and GameStop pages went up, not for pre-order, but they went live with just the product pages. So I'm sure people will buy them for ridiculous amounts of money on eBay. Like I'm sure it's going to follow the regular console iterations as
Yeah.
normal.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So that's my spiel.
Yeah. We will see what the future holds if we will ever get a Switch sequel in our lifetimes.
Switch Pro is never happening.
Forever. But yes, if you don't already own a Switch, this is probably the one to get. October 8th. Mark your calendars. Which, first I'm like, wow, it's so far away. And that's like 3 months away, 4 months away.
It's really not. Away. It's pretty crazy how close it is.
Yeah. Halloween's upon us. All right.
It is.
If there's no more breaking news that you found, I think we can call this episode a wrap. Our first episode under an hour in like, I don't know, 10 episodes at this point, I think. We're always going over the hour.
I know, we really are.
Yes. All right.
It's good stuff, though.
Yes, good stuff indeed. All right. I think that's a wrap. This has been Paul and Ahmed with Funcast, signing off.
Peace.